What is up, everybody? This is Edward back with another video, another episode of Everybody Hates Black Men. I'm your host, Edward Anderson. I know it's been a few days since I've been live, so I'm just chilling for a few minutes. See who's gonna come through. Yeah, see who's gonna come through. What's up? Press 1 if you all can hear me. Yeah, my phone is acting up. All right. Yeah, what's up, Eric? Whew. Not much, man. You know, been seeing stuff online. Man, this is so stupid. Yeah, press 1 to keep pressing 1 if you can hear me, because this is acting dumb right now. Yeah, it's been a couple of days, you know, give y'all a little break.
Vehicle stopped on road ahead.
You said is it still going in and out? Press 2 if it's still going in and out. Press 2. Alright. Yeah, man, you got any topics y'all want me to speak on? Alright, you got any topics y'all want me to speak on? I'm gonna tell you, man, I keep telling y'all about that AI. I'm gonna tell you, man, I keep telling y'all about that AI. Have y'all been seeing the AI, have you all been seeing the AI songs where they change the song, they change it to like a soul song or a blues song or a heavy rock and roll song? Have y'all been seeing that? Have you all been seeing that? You said a Dr. L interview. Who is Dr. L? Have y'all seen Sarah Fontenot's, like her apparently her fiance? They always have a fiance. Are you saying a Dr. L or you mean DL? Because I did see a clip of DL with DJ Vlad, where he was talking about how nobody went to the funeral of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I mean, that says everything that needs to be said, don't it? That's worse to me. That's worse than Nick Fuentes. The fact that says everything. Them people don't fuck with you. Like, there's like for y'all to be embarrassed like that, they already told you what it was. No matter what, it's a racial thing. It's about race for them. And it's one thing for Nick to say that, but for you to not be at the funeral, all of it. Now, my question is, was nobody black at the funeral spoke? That tells you everything you need to know about Charlie Kirk. And that tells, I mean, people are like, well, he don't have to have black people there. But the thing is, he was around black people. He was around Candace Owens and them motherfuckers when he was on the come up. So that lets you know more than anything, like what type of time they're on. I'm talking about for people that black conservatives. That's why it's like, yo, if it ever pop up, y'all gonna be the first ones to get it, because y'all are in their proximity and y'all are soft targets. I don't think y'all really understand that. They not gonna understand that. Because I mean, I know what game they're playing. They're playing, they want to integrate in the whiteness game via you know, obviously, you know, having white kids, having mixed kids, and keep on. I mean, that's what it is. I wish they would just be honest about that so we can have an honest conversation. Because there's a conversation to be had about black culture and where black culture is now. But the problem is that's not really what it is. They never want to be really honest about a lot of these attitudes that they have towards black people. Yeah, and the thing is, we know what it is, but you got people, you know, and here's the thing that I would say. I was looking at some videos, and one person, some of these white people, they really be thinking that they're stupid. Just you may believe that you're a part of the superior race. That doesn't mean you're superior, though. And I don't think people understand that. Even if I play your little game, you act like the dumbest white person is smarter than the smart. Like, y'all really act like that. Y'all really act like all of y'all, well, look at what we did. You ain't done shit. That's like me trying to say what LeBron did or something. You ain't done shit. Most of y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all are carried. A lot of y'all really exist, and they know it. They exist in order to keep the numbers up. That's why you exist. You don't really exist because you're really doing anything. No, I'm not saying nobody showed up. What I'm saying is they weren't invited. And these are people that he was around. These are not people like Candace Owens. Like, for you to have nobody, I don't know if that's 100% true, but if they weren't there, they weren't invited. Yeah, well, most people like use black culture. First of all, no, absolutely, Clutch. The thing is, there is complaining about the culture that you helped cultivate with the bullshit that they did and using that as get out of jail free card. And then there's an internal conversation that needs to be had about, like, you know, how the Browns organization is when it comes to the culture in that locker room. And the problem is everybody wants to complain about white supremacy, but everybody wants to keep the benefits that they get from it. And that's the crazy part. Like, black women don't complain about white supremacy. They don't like, ooh, shit, what is that? They don't like their place in it. That's what that is. That's very different. And that's very different. They don't like their place in white supremacy. That's really what they're complaining about. And black men need to know that. So black men be like, yo, all this guilt trip you put on people for opting out because, hey, I'm, it's bullshit. Oh my God, man. What's up, AB? I saw some of the video, some of the stupid shit that chick was saying, talking about somebody's forehead and stuff like that. And I'm like, the only thing these bitches always got to say about how somebody look. Yeah, I mean, I saw, somebody hasn't really explained. I saw some of those clips of what he was saying. I mean, O'Shea got the right to say it. He's lived there for years now. O'Shea got the right to say it, and I agree with what I heard, but I heard like a couple of minutes, like 2-3 minutes through clips. Yeah, he got the right to say it. And yeah, if that's what they own, fuck them. Because my thing about the Africans is they don't treat Indians like that. They don't treat white people like that. They don't treat Asians like that. They only treat us like that. Nobody does the shit that they're trying to have us do. That kiss ass bullshit, no, they can go to hell. They really can. O'Shea was basically talking about how O'Shea got the money, but he be wanting to do stuff in Africa, and they be wanting him to get on his knees and kiss their ass. And you know how O'Shea is. O'Shea was like, you can go to hell. And he said, as long as y'all are like that, he was basically telling black Americans to not do business in Africa. Because if that's how they gonna act, then to hell with them. And he was giving it stuff that we bring to them that's unique. And he was kind of going in detail with that, but I only saw a couple of minutes. But O'Shea, you know how O'Shea is when he be like beefing with somebody and he be real matter of fact. That's how he was. But I didn't hear the overall video, so I don't know. As far as what activated it, what has he been trying to do that they're not letting him do? Because O'Shea got more than enough money. O'Shea been making like 40, 50, 60,000 on YouTube, a month on YouTube for years now. No, I heard him say, if that's how they gonna act, don't do business in Africa. That's what I heard. I'm talking, that's a quote. That's a quote. Now, I'm not saying what the overall video is, but I heard if they're going to act like that, then you know what? Black Americans don't do business here. That's what he said. Now, he could have elaborated on that absolutely, because clearly he does business there. But I'm telling you what I heard, and I'm telling you it's like 2-3 minute like different clips that I heard. So I heard like one clip, 1 minute, another clip, another minute, another clip, another minute. Yes, O'Shea's been pulling 40,000 for about four years now, 4 or 5 years now. But he's pretty much around 60,000 for at least 2 years. 60,000, and yes, between his channels, and I've seen it. So he's not making it up. It was a long time ago when he showed it. Yes, O'Shea been doing that. No, O'Shea was doing that when he was in Poland. Now, that is not cap. That is not cap. That is not nothing. You know, O'Shea don't get donations like that. That's not even counting. I don't know. He probably get a couple of thousand through his Patreon. Now, that's why niggas be hating. I told you all. I gave y'all the numbers as far as how it works. 1,500 is $10. 15,000 is 100. 150,000 is 1,000. And you gotta understand how many videos he got. He got a big library. See, I remove my videos after a certain amount to clean my channel up. He don't do that. And he's got like 3 or 4 channels now. He got like 3 channels now. He's got the Kingana channel, the Celebrity Junk, and the O'Shea Du Jackson. Yeah, he did say Poland wasn't expensive to live in. Yeah, Poland is just now kind of coming up in any kind of real way in the last couple of years. When O'Shea was there, they was still kind of the run. But he lives in Uganda now. Uganda ain't nothing to live in. I mean, O'Shea live in Uganda. And the fact that he didn't stay there, that means he got a pretty good program going on. Why would you get married? If you can get the pussy, why would you get married? I mean, it ain't like he in the United States. If he have kids outside the United States, they still, I mean, regardless of what Trump say, they still American citizens. Appreciate Landon for the $2. I mean, I don't think they give him the tether treatment, but I think when it's like big things that he wants to do politically, like as far as it maybe requires some approval somewhere, they probably be acting up. And it's like, again, you know, that's why, you know, they be always talking about us coming back to Africa. It's like, nah, y'all go to hell with that. Y'all just trying to get people, Americans, to spend money over there. I mean, the thing about it is, you know, a lot of these dudes keep talking about why somebody's married. O'Shea was in the red pill space. O'Shea knows what marriage is from a legal situation. Niggas be looking at marriage from a love situation and not a business situation. That's that matriarchy in you. Because if we actually have a real conversation about the pros and the cons about marriage, most black men can't even have that conversation. Because they really don't know. They marry a bitch because you love a bitch. That's not supposed to be really the main driver of you marrying a female. It's not. That's some American Disney shit. That's not how other groups do it. You think Akon married his bitch just because he love her? But that's how we're conditioned. I mean, that's real. Niggas be marrying hoes because you love them. Especially as finicky. I mean, you see with Aisha Curry. Especially as finicky these be, oh man, I could have lived my life. It could have been blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bitch, you can still live that life. You act like you got a full-time job, is committed to step. Bitch, you have so many nannies. Once them kids are able to move around on their own, you got nannies. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't even get me started on Aisha. I thought I was gonna be that girl. You was never gonna be, bitch. You can't act. What are you talking about? Aisha's mad because she hasn't created some shit in her own right, and that's her fault. You don't. The only reason you're at that level is because Steph is at that level. It's not because of you. And it's obvious every time she tries to do something. And I'm not even trying to be mean, but it's kind of like you sitting here blaming him for your mediocrity. Basically, you light-skinned, green eyes, a cute face, and without that, what are we really working with? Not a goddamn thing, and you're mad. Same thing with Michelle Obama. Where would Michelle Obama really be? Michelle Obama be like still trying to chase junior partner like a carrot. Blaming black men.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
But I'm telling you, they are already, the models are starting to come out for video. The video is one that's already coming out. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be game over, man. It's going to be game over, man. No, I mean, not necessarily as a group. But the thing about it is, it's kind of like, you know, black people it's a lot of business we could do business in and out of Africa. Niggas be having an emotional thing with Africa. That's really what that is. Now, O'Shea, I get it. He lives there. Really coming because he was just jumping on black women on his recent video. But the thing is, a lot of this stuff he be trying to hope that they change, and I'm like, they're not going to change. You're not going to change without compelling them to change, and they don't want to do that. So if you don't want to do that, it's really nothing to talk about then. There's nothing to talk about, because at the end of the day, they're only going to move as if they're compelled to. And if you're not willing to compel them to move, then they just go. I mean, an object in motion is gonna stay in motion. It's an object, you know, at rest will stay at rest. That's all it is. It's not complicated, but they want to make it complicated because dudes are trying to find a way to He-Man their way into their heart, and it's not gonna work that way. Yeah, what's up, man? It's not. So niggas be like, yeah, man, you know, I ain't saying they all wrong, but at the same time, man, it's not, well, we're perfect, they will have to be better. No, that's not true. That's not true. Even the bullshit, they want glory and shit. These bitches don't know what they want. There is no contentment with them, and you don't work with that. When you got motherfuckers that's out here talking about, I want glory, well, bitch, you want everything. So you're a child. You're not an adult, because adults understand you got to prioritize what you want versus what you need to get done. That's what children do. They live in this fantasy land. And the society allows women to operate like children because it's easier to influence them like children to buy products. That's why it's a wealth transfer. And women don't get that. And men got to stop going along to get along and just be like, okay, if that's a game you're going to play that game by yourself. I don't give a damn about what you say. But dudes aren't willing to do that. These niggas want to love in basketball. They want to fight for their heart. And that's matriarchal, man. And I mean, hey, it is what it is. We'll have a slow slide until people wake up and be like, well, how did we get here? I'm waiting for that. The how did we get here conversation. I just need to understand how did it get like this? And then that's when the gaslighting's gonna start. It's crazy. But it's been crazy out here, man. We got our state fair. You got the No Kings protest. Highway caught on fire. Billie Eilish came through. Chris Brown came through. NBA YoungBoy's coming next week. Jonas Brothers week. So there's a lot of, people wilding out here. NBA YoungBoy is going to be crazy. Cause that's going to bring all the hood motherfuckers. We out here.
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to say what's up. I'll probably be putting out some videos. So with that being said,